I was talking to someone, I said, with all the events that are happening, I am being pressured to believe that our men are preparing for 2027. True or false? How many of you, your mind has cast them? They are already way ahead. They are way ahead of a whole lot of people. Now, all these things they are doing is to prepare a soft landing by next year when all the whole physical appearance will now come. And before you know it, anybody that didn't enter that boat or didn't recognize it is already late. So the first thing is your spiritual preparation. I will talk more about the spiritual preparation in the next slide. Your mental preparation. That's one of the reasons why you are here. How strong are you mentally towards what you are doing, towards what you're trying to do, and what you have done previously? We found out across the board, our mental strength is not what it's supposed to be. You know, this quest for money has reduced a whole lot of people to be underperforming below their ability. We were told that the most intelligent person don't use up to 10% of his or her brain even after the person is gone. So what is it that we are doing in order to be able to equip ourselves mentally? And mentally. How well, every day, in all things that we do. Secondly, thirdly, physically. How physically prepared. Thank God physically, every one of us has shut down 1 or 2 appointments this morning to be here. Because today is a working day. And this meeting was strategically positioned on the working day. So that if it's important to you, then you show up. It's not for people that, let me just try. I'm so surprised with the push. Some people just say, please, I am so sorry. Hey, yeah, sure you are not offended. I said, how will I be offended? I am doing my own part. You do your part. If you are not able to fit in at this point, it's not an issue. So, physically, you shouldn't be offended with anybody for any reason. Your knowledge and your skill. It is true we are told to start, just start. Whatever it is you want to do, just start. Don't worry, you will learn on the job, yes. But when we start, how many of us actually put our attention to get the proper knowledge and the skills? Whatever it is you are doing now, your knowledge is not going to be static. Your skill must be evolving. Must, whatever it is, name it. Okay, next, spiritually. That's why I said spiritually. How many of us sat down quietly today, this morning, before coming to this class, after your morning devotion? You alone, without anything, without any gadget in front of you, you sat down for at least 1 hour this morning. I see your hand.
1 hour before preparing to come here.
Yes.
I didn't do that.
You see, out of all of us, just one person. This is one of the solutions to our generational challenges. One of these literatures or materials that I read, I am using those words because I know this class is going beyond now. The scriptures. He said the spirit of the man is what? Like a candle light. And it takes stillness to be able to burn and search. Now, you did your quiet time. You didn't sit down to allow your mind to process the activities of the day. And solitude is quietness. You stay alone. Now, I'm not saying you must start with 1 hour. You can start with 10 minutes. You can start with 3 minutes. You can start with 5 minutes. You know, even along the line, somebody will say, supposing your wife come to call you, or supposing your children come to tap you or something. Now, that's why you need to start early. Most of those, our 4 people, Jim Rohn, Steve Jobs, I listened to one. He said, in fact, his own was not even 1 hour. I think it's about, if I'm not mistaken, I'm trying to get the person's name so that I will not make an error. More than an hour. And I told myself, I said, come. So a lot of questions that you are asking is actually residing within you. It's just that your ability to stay quiet and pick the solution at the appropriate time. So that's one of the assignments we take home today. every morning among your schedules for the day before you run off. Practice solitude. Practice solitude. Just keep it blank. You can close your eyes, but make sure you don't sleep. And even if you sleep, wake up and stay there. Now, if you improve, a time will come, your eyes will be open. Like me now, my eyes will be open. But I am not practically concentrating on anything within and around me. And I can stay there for a while. It is that time that some of the solutions you are seeking for will drop. And of course, if it is there, your biro and your paper should be by your side. Are we clear? Alright, so let's move. Next, gratitude. Gratitude. Everybody say gratitude.
Gratitude
changes everything. You see, if there's anything you've started with offense, please resolve today to say thank you. No, like I said earlier, nobody is owing anybody anything. All you owe is an appreciation. Say thank you. No matter how little anything is. You know what gratitude does? Gratitude opens the doors for next things. Not particularly for the person that did that to you. And sometimes you might not even see it that the person that did that, it cost him or her some stuff. You might just say, is it not this small thing? Anybody can do it. No, don't just say that. Let our mind be a mind of gratitude. It opens the horizon for us to get more. No matter how small that thing is. And it actually affects our relationship with God. Sometimes you are not even gratitude. The only time we become gratitude or we are appreciative, we show gratitude rather. The only time we are appreciative and show gratitude is when there was a mishap and we survived. The only time you'll be so thankful that you are alive is maybe the person survived an accident. Then I said, do you need to go through that experience to appreciate life? No. Somebody gave a testimony and let me share that. They kidnapped the person. I listened to the testimony. They kidnapped the lady. And while they were in the bus, they were running off. They were not arguing among themselves. Allow her to go. This one will not fit in our purpose. The other person said, no, we will try, no matter what. So at the end, they resolved to move to a very far distance before they would drop her off. In the midst of their argument and in the vehicle, they passed through a bus stop and they slowed down a bit. They were looking at someone and they said, that lady can match you. The other one said, are you sure? He said, let's try. The other one said, let's not waste time there. I want to go and drop off this person. Now, this is the key of my illustration now. The lady gave testimony because she survived that kidnapping. And she will go to, and everybody will say, oh, you know, in Jesus, praise the Lord. You know, in our environment, I survived. And all the soldiers say, thank God. Now, the other person that did not know that they had attempted to kidnap her, will that person also do the same?
No.
The chances are slim.
Yes.
The chances are very slim. And the person will just say, I got to the bus stop. I made sure I entered the right vehicle. In fact, when I came, I wanted to enter. The Spirit told me no, and I stayed. I didn't know that it was by divine providence that she was not done or picked up. So let us not wait for the negative experience before we now appreciate what we have. Alright? So we show gratitude. The next thing is forgiveness. You see this one? This one is a silent dealer with anybody. It's either you're offended at your parents, I had to write them out. Forgive your parents. Some people say, my parents didn't send me to school, my parents didn't do this. I am of this opinion that our parents did not owe us anything. Their job was to bring us here, and they did. If they now do all the other ones to give us the necessary support they can afford, thank God. And if they cannot, it's up to us to get it done. Forgive others. It could be in the place of work or at the place of work, the boss, and you know what? The easiest thing we go to communicate to other people is the negative things. How many of us go to our friends and say, man, my boss is so awesome. He did this, he did that, she did this, she did that. How many of us do that? But you see, once your boss offends you or there's an issue, you know, You become the journalist that will relay the messages. Forgive yourself.